Ladies and gentlemen, day two again, Las Vegas, Nevada. InfoComm 2026. We just got done. Well, we're going to get done with a whole bunch of other stuff, but we got done with the monorail and we walked through this massive place here. We saw a company called LAN Display, so let's go see what they have. We have a meetup, so I definitely want to dedicate this one to Steve Ente, LLP. This one's for you. Thank you so much for making that contact, but we're going to go find out what LAN Display has and tell you more about it. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, so we are back again, day two here at InfoComm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Wow, the heat, 107 degrees today. I don't know how much that is in Celsius, probably 40 something. But we're here actually at LAN Display, and I really want to dedicate this particular video to Steve Ente from Daytona Beach area, from Volusia County. I really want to dedicate this to him because of him, I got to meet the gentleman I'm going to introduce you to here in a short minute. But Steve, thank you so much, and to all you ham radio operators, thank you so much for believing in me and letting me go on this journey. But I'm going to introduce you to Dylan Webster. So nice to meet you, Dylan.
All right, nice to meet you.
And this is, again, LAN Display?
LAN Display, that's correct.
Could you let the audience know, for my blind folks especially, what in the world does LAN Display offer?
So LAN Display offers LED displays and technology, and we focus in on creating a custom screen that fits your exact need.
Okay.
What is your vision? What are you exactly looking for? We help you finish and focus in on that.
So would you say that's more of a boutique style of you have an idea, you write it down, and then you come in with your engineers, your team, and you give them an end result of a product or solution?
Correct. That's really what we focus on, is that more boutique, more specialized need, but we do have a wide range of products that are those standardized products that everybody has. But we do have a kind of couple specialized products that are unique, that our owners created, that does set us apart differently within the market.
Would it be off to ask you, but maybe you don't have to answer this, but what could people recognize your LAN Display at? Like, where has something maybe, I'm from Florida, I think you are as well, is that right?
Yeah, we are. Actually, in Florida in particular, at the Little Theater in Smyrna Beach.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
LAN Display actually did their foyer transparent display.
So I have to go over there and check it out. Wow,
so
okay.
If you were to drive by or walk by the New Smyrna and see the LED that's in their foyer, that's facing outward, so it's inside the building, but facing outward, that is actually a LAN Display transparent series. So,
hey,
go ahead.
Well, I was like, hey, I had to come to Vegas to find this out for Florida, but you know what? Anywhere we are, hey, this is incredible stuff. Just to figure, we're in Vegas, but there's tons and tons of companies, and again, thank you, Steve, to introducing me to Dylan here. But let's talk some more. So where else, other than Smyrna, any other ones that are more recognizable?
Oh yeah, Ben. This is where Ben's going to be the best resource.
Sure.
He has all the project knowledge and all of them, because there's been so many I do forget. But I think this is where we kind of introduced Ben, and he could tell you about all the projects.
Awesome.
We just got done. I think it was in Atlanta, right? Where the pool. Where was the pool?
Yeah, we use this outdoor panel.
But where was it?
Atlanta.
It was Atlanta, yeah.
Atlanta.
So there was a project up in Atlanta. So this is Ben.
So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to introduce you to Ben. He actually is the mastermind behind this company called LAN Display. So nice to meet you, Ben.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. So, how long have you been in the industry for?
More than 12 years.
Okay, what brought you interest in displays compared to other products like hardware? And you mentioned hardware is your thing, so what brought you love for displays other than audio or anything else?
I'm the hardware guy, and we have the pattern design for the latch, for the fast installation. Use this latch, we can push and lock. Let me show you that. Really.
Sure. I'm gonna put my hand right out here. So.
Where's the?
Somebody took our demo frame from us. See, our engineer's trying to be helpful and clean things up. What he's talking about is our frame here.
Sorry.
All right.
So right in front of me, the light source here, right?
Yeah, so we're going to show you on this table that's turned off.
We need to open the latch first.
Okay.
We open. Okay, I come here. Okay. Actually, we can also use the pin to access, to open, to release the latch. So use this.
super
It's
quick.
this too. No, you don't move. You don't move.
And that's locked in.
Yeah, and we can use the pin to take it out. This. And we have a software to make the lighting dots to find the hole easy.
I see. So software based is your own proprietary, what you've created basically on it.
We worked with the LED processor manufacturer to help us guide the pin access. So what he was talking about, we have the U.S. patent on the quick frame install for this system. So it's our Pogo series.
Yeah.
It's our Pro series. So it allows us to quickly install this product line. Indoor, outdoor is a unique frame. We were able to put it in quickly. So what he was talking about is that Pogo pin, we're able to quickly locate where that access is and put it in. So unlike the traditional install panels, especially outdoor, where you have to have like a particular specialized tool to line it up right and then go in and deal with all the he's eliminated all of that
All the hassle.
all that hassle with just turning on the light.
Right.
And it just tells you exactly where it is.
Makes it load and unload times 10 times faster.
The service side.
The
So
service side,
it
yeah.
comes down to the service. So our thing, again, Ben here loves the hardware just as much as we do.
Yeah.
He's passionate. So understanding the hardware, what are all the issues, all the pain points that people have with LED?
Yeah.
That's why he started this company, is because he saw all those pain points. He's listened to the customers from all the different places.
Right.
That's why.
You know, I have one consideration. Have you considered? I have a friend's company that does Tactile. So what the display is showing, have you maybe considered how that could blend in for maybe that's someone blind like myself for low vision?
So putting like tactile feel on it?
Yeah. Is that kind of could that work with some of this stuff? You think? Because like the way you mentioned this Pogo pin setup, if we were embedding, let's say, a tactile unit with the display, because you already have the patent on your framework, as you said, right? So what really just triggered my mind there is like, wait, you already got a patent on this piece.
Yep.
The other guys have patent on their piece. Work together, you never know what we could come up with.
That's a good idea.
People that are blind like myself now could be immersed in a NASCAR race. Like I did Indy 500. So when I'm thinking displays, I know I'm blind.
Yeah.
But I love displays. I love lights.
Right.
I love hardware.
The
Just like Ben
hardware's
did.
cool.
So, what other? So you meant we're looking at one unit in front of me. Could you explain to the audience what other units you see, or what can people expect from LAN Display?
So from LAN Display, the big things you can expect to see is the Pro Series, the COB, GOB. I'm sorry. Outdoor. This is where our bread and butter. We specialize in fine pitch outdoor. 1.8. Sorry. 1.25.
1.25.
Right?
Yeah, this was
This one's 1.5, 1.25, 1.5, and 1.85.
1.85 down there.
Are all outdoor.
Okay.
GOB, high brightness.
Right.
This is what is amazing.
I'm looking at just passing by, and then by my feet actually there's a cooler, right?
Yes, we have the cooler here. This is one of the fun ones.
Yeah.
The advertising piece, you're able to just walk around, have your logo, have anything you want to show on it.
So what does
1 to
it take
3
for a
size.
blind guy like me to take to Daytona Beach and show it off?
I think just we'll just sweet talk Ben a little bit.
All right. Then we can
'Cause that
switch.
one's eezy. That one's easy to carry around. Some of the other ones are not.
Well, as I said, blind guy or not, it's about the display, it's a hidden display or hidden advertisement, but it's the idea of, oh, whoa, that's so cool, Mom, check that out. Or whatever that is, the kid's going to look at that and it's like, whoa, look at that logo or whatever it is.
So it's interesting you brought up the Indy 500. I actually grew up 40 minutes away from the Indy 500. I went and saw that all my life.
My
growing
first
up.
race I ever did, Indy 500, I interviewed all the drivers. And again, it's a place that I'm not used to, but again, looking at the displays, I saw displays out there. What kind? How do they compare to those displays to these displays?
Well, so outdoor is outdoor, right? The LED is LED. It's about what quality components you're picking. Exactly. There's a lot of inside knowledge about what is good components, what are bad components, what quality of the components there are, how is it assembled, right? And those are all things that we take in consideration when working with our manufacturers that we've found, because we've audited over 1,000+ companies and said, these are the manufacturers we choose to work with, and Ben being one of them, and why we work with Ben is because he takes care of quality. He understands quality.
Understanding the QC process is really important.
Right, but not just
QA.
QA, both,
yeah,
exactly.
but in knowing who in his world, in the hardware world, actually is the people that are making it, and not selling the bad breed, the B stock, right?
Yeah.
And saying that it's the good stuff,
Right.
right? So I'm just understanding that and just choosing high quality over fast.
It's really important because the quality matters. Sometimes people pay the price points, but if you're going to just put junk in there, not only you're getting a bad reputation from your company, but reliability goes out the window.
That applies to everything about life. That is just the truth about life.
Yes.
It is more important to pay for something nice than pay for it twice.
Please, what Dylan said, ladies and gentlemen, rather pay for it once than twice. Please, it's important. It really is important to notice that because quality.
Buy cheap, pay twice.
Yeah, buy cheap, pay twice. It's true.
Cheaper. Buy
Yeah.
cheaper.
I agree. I totally agree. But gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to talk to you, Dylan. Thank you so much. Ben, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much. And if I could help you guys with anything, I know I'm a blind creator, please let me know. I live in Florida, so I would love to share, what you guys do. Amazing work. Thank you.
I think so. This would be wonderful. Love to have a follow-up with you. Let's do a tour through New Smyrna, because
Why not?
through Little Theater. I was the one that did all the LED there. So if you haven't seen the transparent theater,
Yeah.
the transparent on the outside, maybe you didn't see that we've put in actually a full 30-foot by 12-foot LED wall for their
You're
backdrop.
telling me the walls are transparent when you look
through the foyer.
What?
Yeah. So the wall is transparent. So they're screened, right?
Yeah.
They have the glass foyer. So the goal of the project was to keep the natural sunlight in the foyer, but be able to have LED shining out, so the people driving by could see the advertisement, see the show what's going on.
Yeah.
So through with Ben using the transparent LED, which we didn't bring a demo of this year because last year that was last year's demo, and that's why it's out and about and doing well now.
Right.
But it allows over 80% to 90% of this natural sunlight to still pass through it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And that's just one small part of that big LED project they did. So I think we have something else to talk about and show off there for your audience. I think that would be really cool.
I'm definitely intrigued. We fly back, I guess, Saturday, Sunday when we're out of here from Vegas, but I'm ready to go to that track. I'm ready to go NASCAR. But seriously, we will definitely talk some more. Maybe if I can help you with the tactile aspects, we could all
talk about that. That's something interesting.
We could all, because for me, it's not about what company does what. It's how can I bring connections together in relationships. I might be blind. You're sighted. You brought sound engineering stuff to my attention, displays. You have many other trades. So let's talk some more.
Let's do it. Sounds
Thank
good,
you.
Hershey. I'm gonna
Thank you.
shake your hand one last
Yes, sir.
time.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
Yes,
sir. Thank you. Wow, what incredible displays. What is a blind guy going to do with displays? Well, you make relationships, ladies and gentlemen. That was an amazing display that I got to see. And shout out to y'all, New Smyrna. The display's out there in New Smyrna. So I'm from Florida, as you know, but amazing to see that. I want the cooler, because the cooler has like a little screen on it too. So you know what, we'll put the Access JPJ logo on there. How about that? No, but amazing stuff. We look forward to talking more. We have so many more display companies, microphones, sound, but wow, LAN Display, check them out. We're here at InfoComm 2026 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Stay tuned.